Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-NextGen, Amazon hasn't perfected its drone delivery system quite yet. Autoflight debuts its massive new eVTOL, the Matrix 5. And FAA didn't let drone pilots off easy in 2025. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to the Aero-News Network's Airborne-NextGen program, a weekly news program covering the next generation of flight, from electric power to vertical lift, uncrewed vehicles, and everything in between. Let's get into today's stories. Amazon hasn't perfected its drone delivery system quite yet. An Amazon Prime Air Mark 30 delivery drone crashed into the side of a Texas apartment building on February 4th, becoming the latest in a string of concerning incidents. Video recorded by one of the nearby residents shows the drone drifting slowly toward the building before hitting it and dropping to the ground. There was plenty of smoke, but luckily no fire, according to first responders. This is the second Mark 30 related crash in Texas in the last 3 months. In November, another Mark 30 drone clipped an overhead internet cable in Waco shortly after completing a delivery. That incident triggered what Amazon calls a safe contingent landing, peacefully bringing the drone down instead of it free-falling from several stories in the air. The NTSB decided not to investigate that event. Earlier in October, 2 Mark 30 drones crashed into the same construction crane boom in Tucson, Arizona. Both aircraft were destroyed, and Amazon temporarily shut down Prime Air operations in the area. The Mark 30 is the poster child of Amazon's drone delivery program, designed to carry packages up to 5 pounds within a roughly 7.5-mile radius. It cruises at speeds approaching 70 miles per hour and typically operates between 200 and 300 feet above ground level. After the break, Embraer's eVTOL vision begins to come to life.
The legendary BD4-seat program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged 4-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more details.
Backed by over 30 years of Aero-News reporting, PropWash is the daily email newsletter that delivers top aviation headlines to your inbox. Expert reporting, clean facts, and real insight. Start your day with aviation news you can trust. Subscribe to PropWash today at aero-news.net.
Welcome back. Now for some shorter stories in our Next Gen Minute. Embraer's eVTOL vision begins to come to life. Embraer's eVTOL ambitions are finally moving from getting the plane ready to getting its pilots ready, announcing its purchase of a flight simulator specifically designed for Eve Air Mobility's eVTOL. The company, through a joint venture with CAE, is responsible for getting Eve pilots used to the platform as it crawls toward certification and service. The simulator isn't a desktop mock-up or early procedural trainer. It's a CAE 3000 series full flight sim, meaning highly realistic movement, a near-exact replica cockpit, and an intense graphics system built to mimic real-world flying conditions. New bipartisan Senate bill on low-carbon fuel. A new bipartisan Senate bill would restore the full value of the Sustainable Aviation Fuel Tax Credit and extend the incentive for 8 years to help reduce the aviation industry's carbon footprint. The new Senate bill, titled the Securing America's Fuels Act, would return the credit to $1.75 per gallon and extend it through 2033, key steps to scaling domestic production of the low-carbon fuel. The legislation is the companion bill to the Securing America's Fuel Act, introduced last year in the House of Representatives. CIA working to save headquarters A-12. A restoration project was recently completed on the A-12 Blackbird aircraft on display at CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. Over the course of 2 months, a team worked to repair damage from water, rust, and flaking paint to ensure the CIA's A-12 continues to reflect and honor its pioneering achievement in aeronautical engineering. Robert Beyer, CIA's museum director, said, quote, "The A-12 is prime real estate here at CIA headquarters," end quote, noting that employees pass by it daily. NASA bill created to determine what to do with the space station. House lawmakers passed a bill adding more than 40 amendments to the NASA Reauthorization Act of 2026. One amendment in the bill would require NASA to reassess whether to guide the ISS toward a destructive atmospheric reentry after it is decommissioned. The amendment would direct NASA to, quote, carry out an engineering analysis to evaluate the technical, operational, and logistical viability of transferring the ISS to a safe orbital harbor and storing the ISS in such harbor after the end of the operational low Earth orbit lifetime of the ISS, to preserve the ISS for potential reuse and satisfy the objectives of NASA, end quote. That's it for our Next Gen Minute. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Autoflight debuts its massive new eVTOL, the Matrix 5. Autoflight recently unveiled what seems to be the first electric vertical takeoff and landing device in the 5-ton class. The Matrix 5 was publicly shown off for the first time at the company's low-altitude test facility in Kunshan, China. During the event, Matrix completed a full transition sequence, vertical takeoff, wing-borne cruise, and vertical landing. It flew alongside Autoflight's smaller 2-ton carry-all cargo eVTOL. Matrix is closer in scale to a small commuter aircraft than a city air taxi. It features a 5,700 kilogram maximum takeoff weight, a 20-meter wingspan, is 17.1 meters long, and stands 3.3 meters tall. The cabin offers 13.9 cubic meters of volume, putting it well above the size and mass of most eVTOLs currently in development. Autoflight plans 2 primary variants. The passenger version can be configured with up to 10 business class seats or 6 VIP seats, and include amenities like climate control, bathrooms, ambient lighting, and large panoramic windows. The cargo version adopts a hybrid electric power system and supports payloads of up to 1,500 kilograms, with a forward-opening door sized for 2 standard AKE air cargo containers. The Big Bird uses a compound lift and cruise configuration with a triplane wing layout and distributed propulsion. Up to 20 electric lift motors sit on a 6-arm structure, aimed to provide redundancy. After these messages, FAA didn't let drone pilots off easy in 2025.
Are you ready to ace your FAA drone pilot knowledge test, get your remote pilot certificate, and start earning money? Well, flying a drone is a great tool that can open up new business opportunities for anyone. Realtor, insurance adjuster, videographer, or commercial weekend drone warrior, you need to fly legally. Whether you're pursuing your initial Part 107 remote pilot certificate or you need a renewal, King Schools has a course just for you. So start learning today at kingschools.com.
Welcome back. FAA didn't let drone pilots off easy in 2025. The FAA was determined to prove that drone operators can't get away with everything before nearly 70,000 people stepped foot into an open-air stadium for Super Bowl 60, publishing a lengthy enforcement summary just a day before the game. The long list laid out fines and license actions aimed at operators who flew where they absolutely shouldn't have. The agency hoped the numbers would speak for themselves. Across 18 cases between 2023 and 2025, the FAA issued fines ranging from $1,771 to $36,770. The biggest penalty went to a drone operator who flew too close to emergency response aircraft during a wildfire, which is an increasingly common scenario that forces firefighting helicopters and tankers to pause efforts. Restricted airspace violations were another recurring theme, especially regarding presidential TFRs. 2 separate cases involve flights near Mar-a-Lago, one resulting in a $20,371 fine. Crowded events were also spotlighted in the report. One operator was fined $20,370 after flying over people at the Sunfest Music Festival in Florida, a flight that ended in the drone running rotor first into a tree. Consequences come in more forms than just fines. Last year, the FAA suspended or revoked the licenses of 8 remote pilots. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.